Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Strawberry Tarot LLC. I'm back at it again with the readings and the vibes. So I'm doing energy check-ins for the month of November for the zodiac signs. The next sign I'm doing is Scorpio. Hey Scorpio, happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope that your week has been amazing. I hope that you have peace, that you have health, and you have happiness just flowing all over the place around you, okay? If you resonate with the energy of the video, I do ask that you hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload new content. Hop on in this room. Look at that black cat walking past my house, y'all. It's this black cat that watches over me all the time. I wish I could have one, but I cannot. The love of my life is allergic to cats, so I can't have one actually in the house. But that does not stop my spirit guides and ancestors from sending them to walk by and let me know that they're around and that I'm always watched over and protected. I love them. I love that when that happens. So yeah, for Scorpio collective, the month of November. First of all, happy birthday, Scorpio. Ooh. It's about to be Scorpio season if it ain't already. I just want y'all to know that I have a genuine love for the Scorpio collective, okay? Genuinely. I genuinely fuck with y'all, okay? So let's do our sound clearing so we can hop into the messages and see what Spirit has for y'all. If you're interested in the personal readings, I think I might have said this already. If I did, please forgive me. But if you're interested in the personal readings, beading by the Mommy and Me Luxury Alchemy Beading, the MM Lab, the pieces that I'm wearing, made by myself and my daughter. Some samples of the pieces that we have already pre-made are in my YouTube shorts if you would like to see pieces, or if you would like to be a part of my extensive chakra imbalance workshop. All the details on what's been going on with that is on the community board. Shout out to YouTube for letting me get on the community board. Like, that's lit. Could nobody tell me nothing for like a week. So I'm getting familiar and more comfortable with the community board and communicating and connecting with the YouTube community. I love putting these readings out here for you guys. I love that we're growing together and we're developing a connection, and that I can communicate with you all through the community board. It's live. So yeah, if you're interested in the extensive chakra imbalance workshops that take place every Sunday, they restart back at the root chakra on November 7th. You guys don't want to miss that. Make sure you check the community board for information on that. Okay, that's what I have. Everything else is in the description box or in the community board. Other than that, let's do our sound clearing and jump into the message, Scorpio. Woo! Yes. Yes. That. See what's going on for the month of November. Thank you, Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors, for entrusting me as your vessel for these messages for your Scorpio collective. Whatever messages you have for your Scorpio collective at this time, I'm here to surrender to and deliver. Message of their highest good and highest good alone. All right, Scorpio, let's get into it. So we're going to start with the theme. What's the theme for the month of November for your Scorpio collective? Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors of divine truth, love, and light, please show me what is the theme for your Scorpio collective in the month of November. Please show me, Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors of divine truth, love, and light, for the month of November. What is the theme for your Scorpio collective? My love is about to walk through the door in about 2 seconds. There he is. Okay, so what is the theme for your Scorpio collective, Spirit, for the month of November? Scorpio collective for the month of November. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So I cut the deck at the 8 or 9 of fire. And the water element, of course, the water element shows up for the Scorpio collective. Okay, Spirit. So for your Scorpio collective, let's get into it. For the month of November, what's the theme for the month of November for Scorpio, Spirit? This is for your Scorpio collective in the month of November. Okay, so we have the Outcast came up in the reverse. The Outcast is here in the reverse, and then we have message from the earth at the bottom of the deck. Let's get some clarity around the Outcast in reverse. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors of divine truth, love, and light. Please clarify the Outcast in reverse for your Scorpio collective in the month of November. What is the Outcast in reverse for Scorpio this month? Spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors of divine truth, love, and light. Please clarify the Outcast in reverse for Scorpio. What is the Outcast in reverse for your Scorpio collective? Thank you so much. Cut the deck, the Hangman in reverse, and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So what is this, Spirit? Clarify the Outcast in reverse as the theme for the month of November for Scorpio. What is the Outcast for November? What is the Outcast for November for Scorpio? What is the Outcast in reverse for Scorpio in November? Okay, something is definitely going on here. And I don't like what I'm seeing so far. I don't think so. Anytime I see judgment in reverse, I'm not fucking with it. But let's see where it goes. What's the message, Spirit? Cut the deck at the World card and the Five of Wands. So cycles are closing. Something is coming to an end. There was a lot of drama, or there is a lot of drama and conflict and chaos surrounding this situation. With the Five of Wands, talks about arguing, fighting, drama, chaos amongst a group of people. Clarify. What's the message for your Scorpio collective for the month of November? What's the message for Scorpio this November, Spirit? Please show me. What's the message for Scorpio in November? Spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors of divine truth, love, and light. Please clarify the message for your Scorpio collective in the month of November. What is the message that we have today for Scorpio? What is the message for Scorpio in November? Okay, we cut the deck at the Ace of Wands and the Tower. What's the message for Scorpio in November, Spirit? What is the message for your Scorpio collective in the month of November? What's the message for Scorpio in November? All right, bottom of the deck is the Hanged One. So we got the Son of Cups, we have the Seven of Cups, and the Hierophant. This is interesting. Where's the other one? There it is. Okay, Spirit, what is the Son of Cups? Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors of divine truth, love, and light. Please clarify the Son of Cups for your Scorpio collective in the month of November. What is the Son of Cups for Scorpio? Got the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Clarify the Son of Cups, Spirit. What is the Son of Cups for your Scorpio collective in November? What's the Son of Cups for Scorpio in November, Spirit? Okay. And the Seven of Cups for Scorpio in November. Clarify. What is the Seven of Cups for Scorpio in November, Spirit? The Devil and the Tower. What is the Seven of Cups for Scorpio in November, Spirit? What is the Seven of Cups for your Scorpio collective in November? What is the Seven of Cups for Scorpio in November, Spirit? What is the Seven of Cups? This is too many. I don't want to take all those. I have the Tower here again. It came out in the upright. What is the Seven of Cups for Scorpio in November? This is Seven of Cups for your... The Four of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Hierophant. Please clarify the Hierophant, Spirit. What is the Hierophant for Scorpio in November? What is the Hierophant for your Scorpio collective in November? Okay, what is the Hierophant and Strength? the Hierophants at the bottom of the deck again. Okay, so the Outcast talks about just being different, not really being able to fit in, kind of like being the black sheep of the family or the black sheep of the group, somebody who just has a different perspective and that doesn't so easily fit in with a group of people. But it's showing up here in the reverse. So let's read, Scorpio. So the Outcast in the reverse talks about, as this card is completely ambivalent, it may present various contradictory and opposite situations. Therefore, he may change what has been said before and go back to the right path. Or else his weaknesses and or deficiencies may become aggravated and irreversible. Suicidal instincts, sexual perversion, obsessive neurosis, uncontrolled psychism, cynicism, physical vampirism, 1,000 masks for a single face because he does not know who he is or where he is going. So what I'm getting for this, this is going to be for a Scorpio who is definitely operating in their lower nature at this time. Definitely operating in a lower nature. I have the Seven of Wands here reversed. The Seven of Wands talks about being guarded. It talks about being protected. As you can see, there's a feminine energy kind of sitting in a bubble, and there's all these wands seeking to penetrate the bubble, but she's just protected. It's showing up in the reverse, though. So many people spend their precious lives fighting for things that are not worth fighting for. Time frittered away on petty disputes. Also, they can fight with true strength and will, but it is for the wrong cause. Grandiosity lavished on a poor idea, huge claims, and yet nothing to back them up with. Release anxiety, stop fighting for the wrong cause, walk away from confrontations. So let me read about, because this message is I'm not even going to try to rush through it. I'm going to go ahead and take my time and make sure y'all get what is coming here. With the Outcast showing up here in the reverse, the Outcast, like I said, talks about the black sheep, talks about somebody being different, not really having the ability to easily fit in with everybody else. The Outcast, I mean, for most of us, that's not always a bad thing. Like, that's not a bad thing. But too much isolation can become detrimental to our growth, to our healing. And when we have the Outcast in the upright, it talks about overwhelming and difficult to handle situation or attitude, uneasiness, nervousness, but lightheartedness at the same time. And that's the energy that you carry, like, as you're in the thick of being the black sheep, as you're in the thick of being the one that doesn't fit into the situation around you and your surroundings. Like, when you are the black sheep experiencing being the black sheep in that moment, it really feels overwhelming. It feels difficult to handle. It's uneasiness all the time. You always feel nervous, but you're lighthearted because you're empathetic, because you're genuinely not a bad person. You're just different. You have a different perspective and you have feelings just like everybody the fuck else has feelings. So it's like, while you were experiencing being the black sheep, being the one that was different, you were still human. You know what I'm saying? So you still, there's childish behavior here, laziness, complacence, lyricism, immoderate, unrestrained, and misunderstood altruism, hypersensitivity, although seemingly numb to feelings, which may be a mental block. Need to suffer to mature. To total incongruity, sickness, madness, yet geniality at the same time, meaning that he is not using his powers, intelligence, or creative imagination, which is significant. His reactions are hard to explain, understand, or control. He sees the trees but not the forest. He loses himself in unnecessary details and priorities change. His love affairs are conflicting and morbid, and he tends to abandon them. He may be a great poet who will never finish a single tercet, a great musician who will never perform his symphony, an excellent sculptor or painter who will never complete his piece of work of art, an inveterate bohemian who will drown his pain in alcohol, bar talk, and spending nights without any set purpose or objective, lack of tenderness or love. If you find yourself in this situation, change immediately to avoid sinking into the abyss. So this is the energy that you were carrying. This is the energy that you kind of grew up in. Okay, Scorpio, that's what I'm getting heavily. Like, this was the norm for you throughout your life, living in this outcast energy. But there came a point in life where you needed to choose to take a different route. Like, no longer sink into the abyss of being an outcast or being an outsider, because over time that's emotionally, mentally, spiritually damaging to the growth and the evolution of ultimately who you're trying to become in the long run, if that makes sense. Being the black sheep is cool and all if you understand it and you embrace it and you use it to your benefit in enough time. If you don't, then being the black sheep can really be detrimental to your mental health. You always feel isolated, or you feel exiled or targeted, or never good enough, never valued, and shit like that. Over time, that is damaging to the healthy mental space that you need to be in order for you to grow and evolve and become a functioning human being in society. So you're showing up in the month of November as the outcast in reverse. The outcast in reverse is somebody who never really dealt with the fact that they were the outcast in their lives. You know what I'm saying? You never really sat with that for real and allowed those emotions and those feelings to surface for you so that you can heal from them, acknowledge it as I was outcasted, or my family treated me this way because they didn't understand it, and you need to make peace with it, because hurt people, and if they knew better, then they would have done better, but they didn't do better with you because they didn't know better. And now that you're in a space where you can take control of your own life, it's like, I was the outcast when I was growing up because I was raised by people who didn't understand that I was different, and hurt people, and they didn't fucking know better. So now I'm going to take responsibility for stepping up for my own self, for making sure that I know that I'm valued and that I belong here and that I have a purpose in this space. Like, there's value in my existence in this earth, in this plane. Because if you don't do that work to validate yourself, then you're going to continue to grow in age, but mentally, spiritually, emotionally, you're very immature, and you're handling yourself in the situations with people that you love or people that you're in connection with, like this. You know what I'm saying? This is showing up as the card, a completely ambivalent. It may present various contradictory and opposite situations. So it's like you're all over the place. Therefore, he may change what has been said before and go back to the right path. Or else his weaknesses and or deficiencies may become aggravated and irreversible. That's what I mean by needing to accept the fact that you were outcasted and honor that about yourself. Love that about yourself. Nurture that about yourself, because that's never going to change. That's who you are. And if you don't recognize that about yourself and love and nurture and validate yourself, that means that you're going to continue to operate from a space of seeking validation, of seeking something from other people. This world is never going to be able to give you that. And if you don't give it to yourself, you're going to get to a point where these characteristics are going to be irreversible. Irreversible meaning suicidal instincts, sexual perversion, obsessive neurosis, uncontrolled psychism, cynicism, physical vampirism, 1,000 masks for a single face. Like, you don't know who you are, so it's like you wear 1,000 masks, like you 100 different people at one time. You're 100 different people at one time because you haven't made peace with the fact that you were different and validated yourself. So you're out here fighting for the wrong causes. You're throwing energy out there and putting all your energy in the wrong directions. Like, you need to ground yourself and heal and meditate and make peace with your identity. Understand who you are and connect to yourself on a higher level so that you can understand your place in the world and you're not attacking people, or you're not coming off like you've lost your fucking mind. Like, where are you? Because this is the dark Scorpio abyss that you can get lost in if you don't take control of your energy, if you don't step into your power and understand who you are in being a Scorpio. Because Scorpios, baby,
flooding like the goddamn river around this motherfucker. Just saying.
I don't have time for your shit.
High tide. What you talking about?
Babe, stop now. Yeah, so it's like you're putting in a lot of effort. You fighting for the wrong causes. You offering love. With this Knight of Cups energy here, this is you wanting to come in and offer a love offer, or like, what do you want to do? You don't know. And then we have Judgment here in reverse. Something is clouding your judgment, erring the side of caution, deflated, afraid to make the next move. Look at a pattern of judging and blame rather than helping to harness energy and momentum for something worthy and life-sustaining. Not acting with clear thought, being too cautious. Think about your personal patterns of judgment and blame. Harness your energy for something which sustains you. This is you being all over the place and completely lost in the Scorpio sauce. Like, this ain't even the Scorpio sauce anymore, because I can't even let y'all do this to the Scorpios. Like, because the Scorpio energy, if you tap into who you really are, then you'll make peace with who you are, if that makes sense. You'll be able to accept yourself for who you are. You are unique. You're different. You're very mysterious and mystical, and there's something very different about you. And if you don't know that about yourself, then the world will definitely show you that you are different. It's going to ostracize you and put you in this space where you kind of lose that essence of being that solid, powerful ass, mysterious ass Scorpio. Like, you let the world take that from you. Don't let the world take that from you. Be the Scorpio that you are. When you walk into a room, you put fear in motherfuckers. You shake people's worlds up just by you being yourself. That's why everybody tried to ostracize you. That's why you were the black sheep, because the energy that you carry just in being yourself and being alive is so fucking powerful that people try to diminish you. People try to take from you, take from your light, diminish who you are and who you show up to be. So much so that you fucking lose yourself in being outcasted. But a real Scorpio, you outcast a real Scorpio, they don't give a fuck. A real Scorpio does not give a fuck about being outcasted at all. So the fuck what? I don't give a fuck, and I'm not even about to try to fit in with y'all, because I know who the fuck I am. I know where the fuck I'm going. I know what I bring to the table, and I don't give a fuck if you can't see it or not, bitch. I'm still me. Period. And I'm still going after what I'm going to go after. I'm not going to lose myself in the fact that you won't love me the way that I want you to love me, or you won't accept me so much so that I'm ready to commit suicide, or I done completely lost my mind. Like, I'm really like, stop this shit. This got to stop. This shit has to stop. This is over with. I got a real soft spot. I really fuck with Scorpios on a genuine soul level. And I fuck with y'all because of who I am. And me being so mystical, and me being into spirituality, and me fully embracing my spiritual side. And in embracing my spiritual side, I've always been surrounded by Scorpios, and Scorpios have this very mystical, mysterious vibe to them. It's very powerful, it's very enlightened, it's very intuitive. It's like they're very gifted. It's like they're very naturally gifted in a way that they don't even see, but it makes them very alluring and very attractive to mystical people like myself. It's like, oh my God, it's something about this person. They're so different, they're so mystical, their energy is so powerful, their presence is just, you know what I'm saying? That's the Scorpio energy you need to embody. Don't let these people make you feel like that mystery and that difference and that dark energy that you carry that they can't figure out is something that makes you, that means you need to be isolated or away from everybody else, or like mistreated or belittled or like undervalued. And fuck that shit. But and I need you to know, Scorpio, that you are a very powerful being in this space and time, and that shit didn't happen to you on accident. The Most High designed your experience like that. They wanted you to feel ostracized. They wanted you to feel like you didn't fit in with nobody. They wanted you to be the black sheep, because you fucking are. You are the black sheep. And you are the black sheep that walks into a room and disturbs the energy of the room. Everybody gonna sit up straight and get their shit together when you come around. When you know who you are. Ain't nobody finna come around you and play no games or try to pull no wool over your eyes. You don't even come off as nobody to play with like that when you in your power for real. I'm just saying. So we have the Son of Cups here. And I want to read the Son of Cups. The Son of Cups talks about, like, I like the Son of Cups because it comes up a lot when I do Scorpio readings. When I use my Mother Peace deck, I usually pull the Son of Cups some way, somehow. The Son of Cups is somebody who is really like a masculine energy who is tapping into themselves on a spiritual and emotional level. As you can see, this man is sitting on top of a large body of water, but he's literally floating. He's sitting Indian style on top of the water, and he's floating on top of the water. Like he's just one with this body of water. The birds around him, it looks like he's playing a flute. He is playing a flute. So this water sign, this water energy, this Son of Cups is floating on top of fucking water, playing a flute. The birds are singing along with this energy. This is you. This is you, like embracing who you are instead of trying to reshape, reform, redo, reshape, reform, and redo yourself. Like fuck that shit. You don't need to do that. Okay? You don't need to do that. You don't need to change who you are in order to get this victory. Let me see with the star in reverse, because you got the star here in reverse as well. This is you not willing to heal or not doing the work to heal on a soul level. The star in reverse is lacking inspiration and your creative sparkle has drained away. Despondent with little acknowledgement of your creative abilities. You've lost faith and direction. It's possible that you are still feeling the tremors and fallout of the tower, and you are being invited to look again at your foundations to see if they are indeed solid, and then begin digging for that vein of creative sparkle. So clarifying the Son of Cups, you really embracing who the fuck you are. Like, just be you in the fullness of who you are. Don't try to change. Don't try to morph. Don't try to minimize or dim your light to fit in, to make nobody else comfortable. None of that shit. Just be you to the fullness. Like, if anything, this reading is telling you to do whatever the fuck it is that you want to do full out. Like, flamboyantly put yourself out there. Stop holding yourself back and being guarded because you don't feel like you can fit in. Because this is the ages that the stage, the world is the world is changing. The world is transforming. And the spirit is telling me that, like, I'm getting a channel message literally where God is saying that I held you back for a reason. Like, you were valuable. You are a valuable piece to the puzzle that I'm putting together at this space and time. I suppressed your energy on purpose because it's meant for you to step out in this season very, very, very powerfully, because the Scorpio energy is not a fucking energy to play with. You can't play with a Scorpio. You can't lie to a Scorpio. If they are in their if they're operating in their higher nature and not, you know, being manipulated by their lower nature, their ego that's telling them that all this weird shit that your ego is telling you right now, that's got you feeling like all over the place, damn near ready to take your own life. Like when you're not feeding, when you're feeding your divinity and not feeding your ego, your divinity is going to uplift you and put you in this position of power that cannot be fucked with. But in order for you to experience, because duality is a thing, I have to explain that too. Just as much power that you have is the amount of weakness that you're allowed to experience, if that makes sense. So in order for you to really come into the power that the Most High God appointed you with in this lifetime, the Most High God has to push you really, really down low, like pressure makes diamonds type of situation. Your journey is going to be a lot tougher than your neighbors, than the most people that you look around at your age or whatever you've had to experience. You're going to feel like you had it tougher than a lot of people, and that was by design. That's because you're being catapulted in this season to stand in your power and do your shit. There's something about the Scorpio energy that's going to change the dynamics of what the fuck is going on here. And it's Scorpio season. And we got a new moon in Scorpio coming up. So y'all better get on y'all shit. I don't know what this is for y'all individually, but it's Scorpio season. We got a new moon coming up in Scorpio. This reading is literally saying that it's time for you to step in your power full fucking throttle. The Seven of Cups is here. The Seven of Cups talks about confusion, talks about illusions, talking about choices, not knowing which choice to make. It's about having options with the Seven Cups. The Seven Cups here. Clarifying that I have the Tower and the Four of Cups in reverse. Don't spend too much time in these illusions, in this indecisive space, not knowing which way to go, which direction you want to go in, which cup is going to fulfill you. Like, Spirit, this is a lot. Can y'all like slow down with this shit? Right. Okay. So this whole reading has been like super fucking channeled. But Spirit is saying, Scorpio, that the capacity, you have a capacity of power within you, if that makes sense. You have the ability to reach very high levels of personal power that will be influential to anybody who gets to sit next to you. You have been gifted with an energy that is powerful enough to shift the reality of people just by sitting in the room with you. So in order for you to be a vessel to hold this power, there's a process that you must go through before the power is accessible to you, because you have to prove to the Most High God that you're worthy of the power. And you do that with your life's choices. You're going to be presented with a whole bunch of different situations in your lifetime that's going to test you, Scorpio, with your Scorpio energy. And it's going to it's definitely going to be an invitation for you to do that Scorpio thing with the revenge, with the stinging back. Okay? Just hear me out and follow me on this. You have been presented in your lifetime with a whole bunch of different situations where you were wronged, or where you were mistreated, or where you were belittled, or where you had to receive the short end of the stick, where you were constantly just kind of disregarded. But that was by design, because Spirit was constantly poking you, trying to get you to use your free will, to use that power that the Most High God put in you for good or bad, like testing you. And I'm getting, for some of you, whoever this reading is for, you allowed your situations and the circumstances that the Most High God sent to empower you, you allowed them to get the best of you. And now you're sinking in your own mess. The Tower is here. Because if you allow your ego to control this power that the Most High God appointed you with, you will end up here every time. Your whole fucking world will be rocked. Everything will fall to shit. Remaining trapped in the stories your mind creates. Always dissatisfied. Life is one long complaint. No possibility of creating a new viewpoint. Remain trapped in your mind's false stories, stuck in a rut. Life is a long complaint. So you have the Seven of Cups, the Tower, and the Four of Cups in reverse. This is horrible. This is really bad. This is really, really bad. And I'm not trying to scare nobody or nothing, but this is seek help bad. This is a professional evaluation. This is, you probably should not be alone right now type of energy. Like, you need to be amongst family who really genuinely loves you and cares for you and makes you feel like they love you and care for you. You need to be around people who are going to positively influence you and help you get your mind out of this dark ass space. Because right now you're trapped in these false ass stories and illusions and shit that you created somehow for yourself. You're having a tower moment in your mind. It's like you're really losing your mind at this point. Really, for sure. The Seven of Wands and the Four of Cups reverse and the Tower. That's illusions, confusions. That's everything falling apart, being thrown to shit. The Four of Cups is false stories being created in your mind that you really truly believe are real. You got too much power, Scorpio, and it's duality. You don't get to have that much power without having to have that much darkness. That, like, you gotta be careful, bro, because this shit, your nature will consume you if you don't take control of yourself. Like I said, I have the Hierophant here with the King of Wands and the Strength card. You are too powerful. You're showing up as the Hierophant. You're powerful as fuck. You need to stand in your power with this King of Wands energy. Tap into your warrior energy, your passion for yourself and your strength. And you gotta dig yourself out of this hole. I don't know what you did to get yourself here. But this is a mental, this is, ooh, child. What is this Tower spirit for your Scorpio collective at this time? What is the Tower for Scorpio in November? The Queen of Swords in reverse. What is the Tower for Scorpio in November? The Nine of Wands. So this is just you. The Queen of Swords in reverse is a female, very, very, very nasty, bitter, mean, low vibrational ass energy. The Queen of Swords in the upright is a feminine energy who has been hurt before in the past, and she carries this Queen of Swords energy like she's guarded. She knows how to protect herself. She uses her intuition in situations with people so that she doesn't allow people to come into her space and fuck her over. Like, she's no nonsense. You gonna come correct or you're not gonna come at all is the Queen of Swords. But when this bitch is in the reverse, this bitch is delusional. This bitch is over the top. Calm the fuck down. You're really doing too much. Who the fuck is you even talking to like that? Like, this bitch can get her ass whooped, is the Queen of Swords in reverse. And that's what being the outcast in your childhood and not embracing your identity as the outcast in adulthood, still trying to validate yourself, still seeking validation as an adult from other humans and not getting it. It's like, you need to heal. You need to heal. You need to deal with yourself on a soul level, because you're not causing harm or conflict or foul to nobody but yourself. You're fucking yourself up. And then you believe in your mind that somebody else is the cause of this, or somebody else is doing this to you, or you have a reason to be this upset and to be this mad and to be trying to cause all this conflict and illusion, like somebody really after you. Nobody's after you. Nobody's doing anything to you. This is you doing this to yourself. You are really confused and lost in the sauce. I'm sorry to say that, but that's what this is. Period. That's literally what this is. What's the Hierophant for Scorpio, Spirit? What's the Hierophant for Scorpio? What's the Hierophant for Scorpio? The King of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups is out here again. What's the Seven of Cups? What is the Seven of Cups for your Scorpio collective in November? What is the Seven of Cups for Scorpio in November? The Three of Swords. Heartbreak. Betrayal. The High Priestess. What else, Spirit? What else? The Ten of Wands. The burden. Three. Heartbreak and betrayal. Ace of Wands. The Three of Swords talks about some form of heartbreak and betrayal. The High Priestess is somebody who's very intuitive and gifted. The Three of Cups is also here. Somebody who's very intuitive, gifted, knowledgeable, but they have a lot of secrets. They kind of keep their knowledge to themselves. They move in silence. They are directly connected to the Most High God. The Most High God communicates his secrets to the High Priestess. And she kind of moves and maneuvers and understands and sees things differently. She keeps her moves to herself. And then we got the Ten of Wands. Somebody, a burden. What is this Ten of Wands for your Scorpio collective? Seven of Swords. So whatever you try to do behind the back of this High Priestess, this is why you're in the situation that you're in now. This sneaky, lying, cheating, deceiving, whatever this was, whatever you lied, whatever you tried to steal, whatever you cheated and did, it landed you in this Ten of Wands energy. That's why you feel so heavily burdened by this situation, whatever it is for you, with this Tower moment here, because you try to create some sort of illusion. What's the Seven of Swords for Scorpio, Spirit? The Nine of Pentacles, period. What's the Seven of Swords? The Moon, secrets. Five of Swords. Wow. And this is, okay, so let's stop right here. So So we just gonna go ahead and get to the bottom of it, Scorpio. So I have the Three of Swords that came out, heartbreak and betrayal. About this High Priestess that you tried to cause some sort of burdens. Like, you went behind this High Priestess's back and tried to create some sort of heartbreak, betrayal, create some sort of burden in this high priestess's life. You tried to do this in secret because the moon card is here. You tried to create some sort of illusion. You did this behind this high priestess's back because you were jealous. With this Five of Swords in reverse, this is somebody who wants to win at all costs. You really low-key like hated this high priestess that you were connected to. You show up as the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is a hoe, somebody who does black magic, somebody who is manipulative and lame as fuck, to be honest. So you basically try to cause some sort of conflict in this high priestess's life, who shows up as the Nine of Pentacles. You showed up like you wanted to celebrate with her and have a good time and, you know, drink and be friends and be merry and collaborate. But you really had it out for this high priestess the whole time. And the Ace of Swords is showing up here as the truth. This is an omen in tarot. When the Ace of Swords shows up, Spirit is saying that what I'm saying is the complete truth. So now you're reaping the karma of trying to go behind this high priestess's back and cause delays, cause burdens, cause some sort of heartbreak and betrayal. Now you're the one that's experiencing the Tower moment, the heartbreak and the betrayal, and the Seven of Cups, the confusions, the illusions, not knowing if you're coming or going, not knowing your ass from your mouth. Next time, leave people the fuck alone. Especially if they're not doing nothing to you. Especially if they're trying to be genuine in your life. Like, what the fuck was you trying to do to the high priestess? Did you think that the high priestess didn't know? Is that what you thought? You thought the high priestess wasn't going to find out that you was doing this. You thought that there would be no karma behind you trying to attack this high priestess. That's what you thought. Okay, well, now you know. Okay, Scorpio, that's the message that I have for you. Either this is you or somebody in your energy who tried to play with you. Either way it goes, it is what the fuck it is. Peace, love, and light to y'all. If y'all resonate with the video, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time.